Okay. Hi, good evening. Thank you so much for doing this
Good evening.
class, as usual.
It's my pleasure.
Um, so as you were going, a couple of things came up because I had some of my statements here in front of me. So one of the statements says that if you're submitting a coupon to send it to the lockbox services. So I wanted to know, yeah, so I wanted to know if we follow what they say or follow that process. And then there's two companies, Ridgecrest and Cross Country Mortgage, that when I was searching for their 8Ks and 10Ks, Ridgecrest didn't even come up because they changed. They were Carvana, they were drive time. When you look up their 8K, or when I looked up their 8K and 10K, I saw the papers where they became trustees or securitized interests, whatever, right? But not the 8K and 10K. And I can't even find cross country mortgage.
Cross Country Mortgage, I can tell you, is hiding up under another company. Put their names in Duns and Bradstreet. I can guarantee you that Bridgecrest, because I have that one. You find them under SBG Global. In that same form
Okay.
that we pulled up in class, you will see who their trust indenture in it. If I'm not mistaken, theirs is Bank of Mellon, New York, and Wells Fargo. Don't quote me,
Mhm.
but if I am mistaken, it's those two. But the SBG Global form, and that's why I showed you guys the different techniques that you may have to use to find these people. And if you can't find them like Cross Country Mortgage, what you would do is you'll put that in Duns and Bradstreet, find out who the parent company is, and roll it from the parent company on down. Okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. And
You're
then
welcome.
about that lockbox service on the back of
So,
the statement.
and it's crazy that they actually put that on there. So, what
Yep.
lockbox funding is, you know how everybody got a P.O. box for you to send your mail to? If anybody was to type that P.O. box, if you got your bill in front of you, Kim, type that P.O. box into Google
Mhm.
and it's going to bring up the exact name of the company. Remember, I told you guys that the post office is the head of the treasury. So lockbox funding is in every major state in the capital. One post office actually operates as a bank. So when you send those coupons to that P.O. box, whoever their indentured trustee bank representative actually goes and picks up that mail. So no, if you're sending a coupon, but you're not sending back the coupon belongs to you. That is the bottom portion. You are only sending them the top portion, the only thing on there that has value, the one that you're going to put the stamp on, and then you'll send that to the physical address of the indentured trustee. Because with lockbox funding, they're not doing nothing but doing stuff electronically. That's why when people send AVRs and all of that to the PO box, it goes untouched because they don't know what to do with that. So no, it's the top portion. Is what is being sent with the proper endorsement stamp based off of the law that we talked about tonight, and then it will go to the indentured trustee or the trustee, and then it will go to that address, the corporate executive address, and address to that particular person, whoever name is on the security exchange documents. Okay. And Denise.
Hi, Tamika.
Hey, beautiful.
Thank you. Last week you had mentioned the charge off and that it was a certificate of indebtedness and must be removed. I think you said you were going to show us how to do that or give us the law or how I can file a complaint about that, because once it becomes a paid off debt. No, I didn't pay it off. They charge it off.
They charge it off. So charge offs become income.
Right. Income. Right.
Mhm.
That it's to be removed. So how do I go about doing that?
Just that. You can use just that. You're trying to get it off your credit report, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Call the credit bureau and say, hey, that's a charge off. And according to the IRS publication, you ain't even got to give them what publication because they know what it is. According to the IRS publication, charge-offs are considered income that needs to be filed on my taxes. So income cannot be reported to my credit report. I need you to remove immediately. There you go. That's it.
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Shaquita.
Oh, hello, hello.
Hi,
Um,
darling.
I wanted to say, one, to the lady who wanted to know about the arbitration for Kia, she can go on AAA website and they store arbitration agreements that they've already had people do arbitration through. So she might can look on there and
There we
find the
go.
arbitration for Kia.
There we go. Each one teach one.
But my question was about mortgage. My mortgage has been sold nearly every 4 months. Who do we send this information to? Is it the last person or the one we initially signed the contract with?
So I would send it to both.
Okay.
I would say, because you're not supposed to know that they sold it. You ain't supposed to know that company got it. Send it to both. Because the original contract was with the original company, right? They are the ones who transferred and sold the contract. I can tell you right now, the original mortgage contract was burned. They literally burned them. Like, no bull, they burned them. So
The last company I had, they said, oh, we just have a copy and that'll stand up in court. I'm like, no, you have a copy of a copy. That definitely won't.
it most definitely will not stand up in court. More importantly, they don't have a perfected security. They don't have a perfected lien. So now the law says that the only way that they can collect on you is if they have a perfected lien. That perfected lien has to be a UCC filing. You don't have a UCC filing, correct? You pulled it. So no, they cannot.
I filed it myself.
That's how you're supposed to. So now they really can't do anything because you've already liened it. Now the next thing would be is to order your land patent so you can take control of the land once you take, because it's not the house that they ever foreclose on because a corporation cannot own property. So if you notice, they got the plot number and the lot number, and then they say known as, then it has your address. When they foreclose on you, they're foreclosing on the land. The only reason why the county say you owe taxes is because you have not claimed the land. So you'll go under the Bureau of Land Management. You will order a copy of the land patent. Then you will place claim of the land patent. You also need to do an acceptance of your deed. You've never accepted the deed. So you need to accept the deed and you need to put it on the record.
Can we do acceptance of the deed if you still owe on the mortgage?
Absolutely, because you were supposed to do an acceptance of the deed at the signing. They just didn't tell you.
Okay, and I did see that, and I did type up the acceptance of the deed, have that notarized and everything. And
Now go put it in the newspaper. Make it lawful.
I have a hard time doing that. I don't know what to put.
What you wrote, the acceptance, you put that in the newspaper.
Oh, the whole acceptance. Okay.
Absolutely. You put the whole acceptance in the newspaper. You're going to run it for 4 weeks. Once they give you the affidavit of publication, then you're going to go down and refile it. That way, they won't give you any issues at the county office in refiling it because you made it legal because you put it in the newspaper.
I made that part so hard.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. I tell you, and it make you want to shake your head because it seems like people have made it be where this stuff is so hard. Like with Denise, she like, so that's all. Yeah, ask the other people who called the credit bureau. They just threw out that, hey, I'm opting out. Hey, you violated my privacy. Hey, my score just went up 78 points. You see what I'm saying? So that's how it goes.
I did the opt out. I got 2 messages back stating that, okay, we received your opt out and we'll no longer do whatever they said they were going to do, but it is not removed from the credit report yet.
So you sent the opt out and you did it to who?
CFPB.
And
through the CFPB. And they responded back through the CFPB that they'll accept it.
Perfect. So now what you do is you make a phone call to whatever credit bureaus that have it. And the credit bureaus all have a fax number. Fax it to them and tell them they got 4 days under the law to remove it. And they'll remove it. Because what they're going to do is the actual company is going to wait to the next reporting. But you can make the credit reporting agency do it quicker by sending them the documentation that they sent saying that they're going to remove it. You can send them that and then they will automatically remove it. Okay. You still there? Oh, she went away. Jay.
Greetings, everyone. And Pastor Freedom, Miss Tamika, I really appreciate you. When I
So
say I appreciate y'all, I appreciate y'all a whole lot. Can you hear
Thank you.
me?
Yep,
oh,
I can hear you. Thank you, darling.
Yes,
and they
ma'am.
and every time they send a repo truck, I just tell them, "Hey, we're in arbitration," and they're like, "Okay," and they leave. But
Who
shouldn't
that?
It's not me.
I
I think
know.
she got cut out. You want me to go back on mute so she can finish?
Hold on, because it don't even show me who talking. That's crazy.
it's
Shaquita?
me, Rita.
Okay, hold on. Yes, my J, I'll come right back to you, okay?
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Go ahead, Shaquita.
I was making a statement about arbitration with the car. My car deal. I'm currently in arbitration with my